Most people are familiar with the parable of the wheat and the tares. While there's an important lesson often overlooked concerning whether good deeds, our works, are necessary for entering God's kingdom. So let's read the parable, which we find in Matthew 13:36 through 43, and then we'll discuss it a bit. Then Jesus sent the multitudes away and went into the house. His disciples came to him, saying, "Explain to us the parable of the darnel weeds of the field." He answered them, "He who sows the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seeds are the children of the kingdom, and the darnel weeds are the children of the evil one. The enemy who sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the age, and the reapers are angels. As therefore the darnel weeds are gathered up and burned with fire, so will it be at the end of the age. The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all things that cause stumbling and those who do iniquity, and will cast them into the furnace of fire. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father. He who has ears to hear, let him hear." Again, that's the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13, verses 36 through 43. While the parable has two clear groups, those who do righteousness, they're the children of the kingdom, they're the good seeds sown by Jesus. And then there's those who do iniquity, and those are the children of the evil one. They're the darnel weeds, whose seeds are sown by the devil. We know the children of the evil one are those that do evil by reading John chapter 8, verses 38, 41, and 44, in which Jesus says, "I say the things which I have seen with my Father, and you also do the things which you have seen with your father. You do the works of your father. You are of your father, the devil, and you want to do the desires of your father." Here Jesus is talking to the Pharisees. He's plainly telling them that they're the children of the evil one because of their deeds. Their works are of their father, the evil one. So we have Jesus in both John, where he's talking about works of the devil, and Matthew, where he talks about those who do iniquity, telling us that it's about our behavior. That's what's important. So Jesus is telling us there's only two groups, the children of the kingdom and the children of the evil one. So we have that choice to make. You see, we're going to belong to one group or the other based on our deeds, either as a person who does righteousness, that's right doing, or a person who does iniquity, which obviously would be wrongdoing. That's the contrast that Jesus is making. Our fate depends on our deeds. Again, in verse 41, it says, "The Son of Man will send out his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all things that cause stumbling, and those who do iniquity, and will cast them into the furnace of fire." Iniquity, bad deeds, results in the furnace of fire. Good deeds result in shining like the sun in God's kingdom. The contrast, what actually decides if we suffer the fate of the wicked or belong in God's kingdom, is not between those who acknowledge Jesus and those who don't. No, it's about our deeds. So, are we the good seeds of Jesus or the evil seeds of the devil? This podcast topic is a summary of just one section of a larger article, and I recommend reading the individual section as it contains the information this podcast is based on. The section is called "The Wicked Will Be Weeded Out." And if you're interested in the entire article, it's called "What Jesus Taught About Doing Right and Wrong." Both are linked in the description. Please join us as we'll continue to offer new and interesting insights for your Sabbath School studies. And if you want to keep up with our new studies as they're published, we recommend subscribing. We're on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and on plenty of other podcast apps. Links for subscribing are in the description. God bless.